of our resources. What are our resources? I want to tell you about hook points. Hook points. A hook point is what makes people want to listen to you. So what makes people want to listen to you, stay with you, tune into you and what you're saying, your frequency? What makes people want to listen to you? What do you have that'll make a person, when I say I went from crickets to digits in the midst of a pandemic, they want to know how. When people heard me say crickets, they laughed. It was a hook point. When people saw the cricket emoji, they laughed even more. It was a hook point. When they saw the muscle emoji next to the smiley face, it was a hook point. Believe in you, trust you, pay you. I've been in the same place. I know what it is to be overwhelmed by people who pay millions of dollars for advertising, and my little voice was being drowned out, and I was struggling to get air, and I was suffocating in a market that was dominated by knockoffs, people with big budgets and shallow value. So if you can resonate with that, then you can believe what I'm saying because you know it to be true. You got a lot of value, a small budget, little to no budget, and people aren't noticing you. They don't believe in you, they don't trust you, and they're not paying you. That's because you need a hook point. What's going to make people invest in you and support your brand? Do you have a brand? Your brand is your hook point. What makes you original? Your originality is your hook point. What makes you different? Your point of differentiation is your hook point. Where do you break off and go from a red sea that's super crowded into a blue sea that makes you a novelty item and unique, a unicorn, a Pegasus? Where do you break off? Where does your brand diverge? Where do you become original and unique? What do you do differently that nobody else does? What do you know that nobody else does? What have you been through that nobody else has been through? That's your point of differentiation. That's your value. The things you don't want to say are the things that you need to say. The things that you're holding, the things that you're just too cool and too tough to let out because it wouldn't look right. That's your hook. As soon as you get over that, when you grow yourself, when you mature, when you're mature enough to get out of you and into someone else's transformation, when you get out of the transaction and you get into transformation, you're going to make a lot of money. If you could make that pivot, if you could get the focus off of you, if you could think of the value that your story will be for someone else who's going through the same thing that you went through and overcame. You didn't overcome it just to hold it to yourself. You didn't get through it. You didn't go through it just to go through it. You went through it to help others grow through it. You didn't go through it just to go through it. You went through it to help others grow through it. If that resonates with you, put something in the chat, put something down there in the comments, and let me know that I'm talking to you and you're feeling what I'm saying in your soul, in your frequency, because you've got something inside of you that needs to be let out. You've got something inside of you that's been dying to get out for a long time. And you got people that are looking at the market. They're not just scrolling. They're looking for you. They're settling for other people. They're settling for other speakers and other coaches because you have yet to be transparent. You're fronting. And you're not really real yet. You're not that person yet. You're not authentic enough yet. What is it that you have to say that you haven't said yet? Say it. Be it. Do it. Let it go.